not for everybody. If you get offended easily, please click back and do not continue.
Don't do it.
We can, and probably will, get vulgar, perverted, potty mouthed, loud, obnoxious, tipsy, and more. If you continue, please understand that you have been warned, and we don't need your negativity after you have chosen to listen anyways.
That's right.
Thank you. And now for those of you who are still here, enjoy and drink happy. What's up, party people?
I'm Ruby.
And I'm Shey.
Welcome to another episode of
Cougar
Drinks.
Yeah. Okay, first, let's talk about poison of choice.
What's your poison of choice, Shey?
Yeah, I'm going with my tried and true Cougar Peach Berry.
Nice.
Because it's just so yummy to me. And I know there's always the ingredients on hand.
Then there's that.
And
we don't have to get a shaker dirty or anything like that. We can just make it and call it a night.
Right. I know I'd be like, peach, cranberry, rainwater, stir it all up, drink it down.
Yeah.
Yummy in my tummy.
Yummy.
Right. What you got?
I kind of mixed a couple things. I did lime vodka, pineapple juice, and some rainwater.
And the face you made?
Oh, that's because
because you
put
forgot
the lime
to put
vodka and the pineapple vodka and some rainwater, took a drink. I'm like, why is that so much fun? I realized that
hilarious.
The full can of pineapple juice is still sitting
I
next
was like,
to the cup.
ooh, you forgot to add something.
Yeah.
Straight vodka.
Whew.
Ooh,
It wasn't bad, though.
Isn't straight alcohol like a martini?
Yeah, but it wasn't like super duper shaker cold.
No.
There's a difference between on the rocks and
Yeah.
shaken with,
Till it's chilled.
because when you chill it that much, you can't even tell that it's alcohol.
Right.
You know?
Well,
so.
it just hadn't gotten cold enough yet.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all.
Because I know sometimes my drink is way better after it gets cold.
Yeah.
It just has it gives it a different taste.
It really does. It takes like the bite of the alcohol
Yes.
away.
Yeah,
I can't,
absolutely.
I never understood these people that just put a couple ice cubes in it, and I'm like, but it's not even cold.
Right? No, it has to be cold.
Yep, I agree.
I don't want to drink warm water. I don't want to drink warm alcohol.
Nope, I fill my glass to the top with ice
That's
every time.
And then that's why I get too much alcohol in mine because I can't see it. So I pour it till I can see it around the ice. And then I'm like, oh crap, that's 3/4 full.
Yeah.
Whatever. We have a good time with it.
That's right, and we like it that way.
She likes it better when I'm drinking.
I like it better when I'm drinking, too, if it's any comment.
I think we both like it better that way.
Yeah.
So, this week,
This week.
we have decided to do something not cougarish.
Nope.
But it involves a cougar.
It does, but not us. Why are you smacking your hand on the desk?
I didn't. It was my watch. All right. So I like to listen to a podcast about true crime. I am a true crime junkie, which I listen to Crime Junkies. I won't say every day, but a lot of days. Absolutely every Monday when I'm in the office. I binge listen to Crime Junkies. I started back at the original podcast from 2017, the very first one, and I have binge listened, and I'm only up to June of 2022. I've been doing this for a year, and I'm only that far.
Because it's only Mondays.
Yes. Well, no, I listen to it sometimes at home, too.
Oh, okay.
But I'll be catching up a lot because pretty soon I go back to office every day, right? Yuck.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so they are doing a tour currently.
Yeah. Going
Around the nation. And if anybody's a crime junkie out there, you'll know what I'm talking about.
No, I never was. She would always talk about this podcast, and I'm just like, okay, I don't know how to explain it, but I was like, I have no business knowing what these killers are thinking. No, my head is a messed up place to begin with. I don't want to add that to it, but here we are.
Yes. So because I had some extra tickets.
Yep.
And I was going to take my daughter, but my bestie from Louisiana came over. Mm-hmm. And she's a crime junkie too.
She was on here last week.
Yeah. So we all went together. I pulled a couple of the girls from my crew and went with me. They were nice enough to take up the seats so I didn't waste my money.
Yeah, and I was, being a podcaster like we are, I was like, that's okay because it's live and I would really like to see what goes on in a live podcast, I guess.
Yeah.
It's really no different. It was just really cool that it was live. But not knowing anything about this particular podcast other than what Shey tells me, I asked her if we could listen to an episode on the way to the new one that we were going to. And so she had me listen to this one, and it was that they had gone what were they at one of the islands?
Anguilla.
And they don't number.
You know, I can't
episodes.
say foreign words very well. Anguilla.
Anguilla. No.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
The
that's
Caribbean
tequila.
island of Anguilla.
Okay, so it's one of the Caribbean islands. Anyway, so I don't know how to explain. I might just let you.
The title of this particular podcast was The Mysterious Death of Casey McPherson Pomery and Caleb Guillory.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in Anguilla on a trip.
Yeah, it says something about the new year. They were going to bring in the new year, and they had taken their girlfriends, fiancés, whatever, and there was a group of them. Wasn't there like 5 of them?
I think so. Yes, because they say, no, like 5 or 6.
5 or 6. I know there were the 3 guys.
Right.
And
I
those
think
2
there
and
were
another
3.
one, and I think there was 3 women as well.
Right. Which this brings us around to the players in this story.
Yes.
Because one of them was a cougar.
Yes.
Older
she was like
than her.
52 and he was 30 something.
Right. But anyway, all the details, it's, I don't want to be like, go listen to it.
Yeah.
You want all the details? Go listen to it.
It piqued my interest.
Yes.
So I was like, huh.
Then it gets her thinking about how many cougar women commit murder.
Or vice versa.
Or vice versa.
The puppies could be killing the cougars.
True. And what was that fabulous word?
Oh, shit. Wait, it's right here. Shit, no, it's not.
You close it. Hypogamy.
Hypogamy. Age hypogamy.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, age hypogamy.
That means one is older than the other.
That the woman is older than the man.
Yes.
I don't think it's pogamy. It means that it's the other way.
Which doesn't make sense to me. If it's hypogamy, it's hypogamy. Like if one partner is older than the other one.
Mm-mm.
But
age hypogamy is woman older than man.
This is why I don't write dictionaries. Because who cares?
Whoops. Here you go.
Hypogamy.
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 Hypogamy. I think it's funny. She says
Hypogamy.
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 That's in American English.
Yep.
Anyway, so the story...
Here you go. Age hypogamy is a term used by social scientists to describe romantic relationships where the female partner is older than the male partner.
Oh, go.
Oh.
And it says the opposite of age hypogamy is age hypergamy, which refers to the relationships...
Hypergamy? Hypergamy?
If it's hypogamy, then it's hypergamy.
Yeah.
Hypergamy, which refers to relationships where the male partner is older than the female partner. Isn't that daddy issues?
Not always.
No, I'm just kidding. I know it's not always.
But yeah, so I was like, what? There's a word? And so cougar, we did the feline scale.
Yes.
So all of those are age hypogamy.
Yes.
Yep.
Anybody that is dating a younger man, which we all about.
Nah.
We aren't cougars, but our significant others are younger
True.
than us.
Yep.
So Crime Junkies talks about either cold cases or unsolved. Well, I guess those are both the same thing. Oh.
They talk about a bunch of different ones. They talk about the mysterious death.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about unsolved, and then
Missing persons.
I mean, they cover a lot, and it was really cool. I'm glad that I went, but yeah, it got me thinking: what if we occasionally did an episode on age hypogamy related crimes? I thought that might be kind of fun.
That's going to be interesting to research.
Yeah.
Find out what's out there.
Yeah.
Because just like touching on the surface of it today,
Yes.
I was like finding little old ladies who murder people.
Oh my God. She found a lot of shit. It was funny. I was like, I mean, it's not funny.
No.
Don't.
I get you. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
It's just funny that you're like that. I don't understand what makes a person think that way.
Yeah.
And this could get really deep, but let's try not to get too deep in here. We just wanted to kind of switch things up a little bit and talk about some other things that we like to listen to, or I do anyway.
Yeah.
That I'm going to get her hooked on because I'm determined to do it.
I know.
But it's kind of cool to listen to the stories and just be like, wait, what? And then I like the fact too that when there's an update on a case, they will do an update on it, and so you're not sitting there wondering what's going on. And unfortunately, there's not an update for this case yet, so we don't know what's going on with it.
There's not an update saying that
anything's been solved,
that the cougar did it.
Yeah. There's no evidence that the cougar did it, but right?
You just have to listen to it yourself.
right? Listen to it.
Yep.
It is the episode.
I know they don't number their episodes, so I didn't know what to search for.
They do not number them, but it was by date, I believe.
It's like May 30th, 22.
Yeah, let me make sure I'm not crazy. I think that's what it was, May 30th, 2022 episode. And you can find them anywhere.
It should be right there up top.
I didn't see it.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Strange. People are strange.
That reminds me of the Lost Boys movie, the first one. Well, maybe not the first. I don't know. It could have been a remake back in the 80s too, for all I know. But it was Keith versus Sutherland. They played that song.
Oh, yeah.
It was like the theme song.
It's kind of a weird song, but it's kind of cool sounding too.
Yeah. This went way quicker than I thought it was going to.
We have considered doing maybe...
You're trying not to laugh.
No, I was doing okay. I was trying to think about how we were talking about it earlier.
I know.
Like, we were discussing doing maybe once a month or once every couple of months a cold case story, and maybe local to where we live.
Or even pick
a state
or like the Texas Rangers.
Oh, like an agency.
Yes, thank you. Like an agency in a state, and kind of touch on their cold cases, or see if there's anything interesting in there. It's a lot of work, and I don't know that we have the time to put that in, but
even if
it's intriguing.
Yeah, it would never be as in depth as some of these other podcasts go, because
No.
they spend a year or more
Yeah.
putting these cases together to put on their podcast. But it'd be like a hobby for us. Whereas it's a job for them.
Yeah.
And
one thing I did really, really appreciate at this live broadcast. Sorry, that sounded fun. No, at the live show was they did their thing. They did it quite well. But then at the end, they did show bloopers from some of their shows that they record. So that, I don't know, it was just kind of refreshing,
Yes.
for lack of a better word, that everybody goes through that.
Right. It was nice to see that somebody who's been doing this for years.
Yes.
I mean, think 2017. We're
Yeah.
almost, 10 years in?
Yeah.
And they still have bloopers. And it was kind of fun just to see it, to be like, hey, we're not so dumb after all.
Right.
Because some of the stuff they were doing, we do too.
We're
And
like,
I
hey,
love-
we just did that last night.
Right. And I love their story, because they've been friends since like second grade, or if
Yep.
not younger, maybe the age of 2. I don't remember. I know 2 is in there somewhere. I don't remember exact details, but they have been friends their entire lives.
Yep.
And we have been friends for almost our entire
Almost
lives.
40 years.
And so it's that familiarity. They can finish each other's sentences or whatever like we do. And
Yeah.
they could just say one word and be like, yes, yep, get it.
Maybe that's why I'm going to start listening, because their relationship
Yes,
and
their
kinda-
interaction together.
Yes. Yes. And I know that has been mentioned about ours, is that people appreciate the camaraderie that we
Yes.
have, the relationship where we do finish each other's sentence, or we'll just go, yeah, and then, yeah. And we know exactly what we're talking about, but the listeners are like, what?
Or if we're out somewhere, I could just look at you and go,
And I'll be like, where?
exactly.
Or, yep, saw that.
Yep.
The local wildlife.
Local wildlife. Let's see if we could tame that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't believe that came out your mouth, not mine.
Sometimes.
I don't know, lately you've been just kind of brave.
I've been left unsupervised for way too long.
That's true. Speaking of being left unsupervised,
IDK.
I feel like we need to, if it's not raining and bullshit, that we should just go shenanigan tomorrow. Even if it's just for an hour.
I'm all about it. Ooh, we could go to food trucks.
Oh, fuck.
Or not.
If there's a drink truck, I'm in.
You cannot say that after I take a drink.
But I just did.
I know.
Don't you ever do it again.
Right? Because it could have come out my nose, and that would not feel good.
But it would made for a good laugh.
No. For you.
Yep.
It would make for a great laugh for you.
Yeah, but then we would have had to clean the mic. And
Right. And my computer
I
and
know,
the
we
desk. And I've
can't.
already spilled my drink once.
Yeah.
So let's not go there.
All right.
Now, if I was facing you, that might be a different
Oh,
story.
then it'd be a good laugh for you.
It would be for you, too,
Because
after
you'd be-
you were done being shocked.
Like, that's really cold.
Could you imagine me sitting there and be like, ah! Yeah, that would be funny. That would be funny.
I keep seeing this meme that says, just remember, today is one day closer to sitting in the pool with a cocktail.
Yeah! Of which I'm working on my pool.
Me too.
Because my live-in pool boy is MIA.
He's off gallivanting the countryside.
I'm
my pool.
I'm gonna need him to come back so that my pool will be pretty.
Yeah, mine's at 73 or 74.
See, here's the best thing about that is the fact that he is a polar bear. So he likes
He'd already
the
been
cold.
in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he will get in the pool
And scrub it.
and scrub it.
Yeah.
I am not getting in the pool and scrubbing it. I am not scrubbing it ever. But when I get in the pool, it has to be like 75 degrees or higher.
Mine's almost 75.
I'm not getting in unless it's, warm.
Yeah.
I don't want to do a polar plunge again.
No, but if it gets to be 90 degrees, I want my pool cooler. I don't want it to be 90, 95. It's not refreshing to me.
Oh.
So I like my shaded pool. When I need a hot tub, I'll come to your pool.
Actually, I'm thinking about putting a cover over it, like a shade.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, one that I can take down when the weather is bad, but put up when the weather is hot.
Like one of those sails, I think they call it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
One of those.
Nice.
It'll be fabulous. I might put up a freaking privacy fence around it too with all the people moving in around me.
Right?
I didn't rock it, not one bit.
Not one bit.
Come back, baby, come back. Oh, here. Ruby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I don't know the rest of it.
I was zoning.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. Trying to wake you up.
So what other podcasts do you listen to?
You know,
Let's talk about other people's podcasts.
I always listened to podcasts to learn stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the digital stuff that I learned. I listened to a podcast on how to start a podcast.
Which is why we are where we are.
And audiobooks and stuff like that. That's what I would listen to, is stuff to learn. That's where, when we started our podcast, we're like, okay, do we want to be educational? Do we want to be super crime? Do we want to be this? And we just decided to be
We just want to be two drunk bitches talking.
two drunk bitches talk. Like I put on the page, two besties with drinks and mics.
Truth.
So, yeah, we didn't want to get all deep in case people needed something brainless to listen to.
But apparently they like the deep topics.
I know.
Who knew?
The ratings say they do.
But, our generation, we just were not about being deep.
No.
We were about,
We like to keep it light.
yeah.
Yep.
We're like the tail end of that. The 60s was free love.
Free love!
In the 70s, you were kind of coming down from that. In the 80s, we were still kind of,
Yeah, but then we were like, nah.
And then we just kind of stuck in that party mode from the 80s.
I really believe that, too. We just stuck there. We're like, ooh, life's a big party.
People are like, come into reality. You're like, nah, thanks. I like my
No.
pink. I like my rose color.
Rose-colored glasses.
Yes.
See, I
those.
just finished your sentence.
I like my rose-colored glasses.
Yes.
I want to leave them on because otherwise it's just sad.
Especially nowadays, the world's just sad. So that's why we
And then
drink
when we talk
and
about
make y'all
these,
laugh.
right? And then we're going to talk about true crime. I just don't get it. Like, how are there that many unsolved murders,
Right?
unsolved missing people, that so many true crime shows and podcasts can be out there?
Yeah, because there's a lot. There's a lot of true crime ones I've noticed.
There are a lot.
Yeah.
There's a ton.
I wonder how many of them cover the same cases, though.
I have not heard, like the TV shows.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I've heard the same story told in different ways more than once. But when it comes to like the podcast, most of these stories on Crime Junkie, I've not heard them anywhere else.
Huh?
I've not heard them. The only one I think that they've done that I've listened to before is the John Benet Ramsey case. I have not heard.
Didn't they solve that one now?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it'll ever be.
Yeah.
But that's a different day.
Different day.
A different day and a different dollar.
Yeah, that was a crazy thing.
Yeah. There's just so many weird theories behind it. Like,
Yeah.
But not to get too deep into it, the show I was watching the other day is DNA. There was DNA.
Yeah.
And it does not match any of the family members. So,
No, it's that one guy that lived on the street or right in that neighborhood.
but he was ruled out also by DNA.
But now I think it came back around that it was him.
The story I listened to was not recent, so
Okay.
anything's possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm speculating. We are speculating.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yep.
We're not researching it, so
Nope.
don't mind us. We just talking.
We just talking about nothing and everything at the same time.
Exactly. Pretty much what we do all the time.
That's right.
We have some pretty good conversations, but most of the time, they're not ones people want to hear. Here on the podcast.
That's true. That's true. It's fun though. Podcasting is fun.
Yeah.
I was really happy to see a live show.
It was really neat. And they didn't show anything gory. They didn't show anything gross. They didn't show, I would be all like, yeah, show me the pictures. And then Ruby over here would be like, what? Don't show me the pictures because she does not do well. It's easy to make her do that.
Whatever.
Me and her hubs find it amusing. She does not.
They do it on purpose now. They do it on purpose now.
But regardless.
But yeah, they didn't show anything like that. And they literally just sat there on their little couch and just talked about it and gave us facts and gave us just, I don't know, it was really cool. They pretty much just
put the information out there.
Mm-hmm.
They just made it like, here's, like, who was it? I can't remember the name of the show. Just the Facts, ma'am. But it was a show that my mom used to watch.
Oh.
So it
Murder,
was...
She Wrote?
No. No. It was a different... Hold on. I'm going to look it up. Dragnet. So Dragnet was a show that was like early 70s, late 60s, whatever. And I just remember watching like reruns of it. But the tagline of the one detective on there was like, just the facts, ma'am. So that's what they did. They just laid out the facts. They laid out what was there.
Yep.
They let you form your own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And you just take it where you want. And the other person that went with us, she was all over the place.
Yeah.
She had several theories going on, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, because she's not really into it either.
Mm-mm.
So it was fun that she was having fun with it too.
Mm-hmm. She's like, my mind is already messed up. Now you just added more to it.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Right?
At least we had fun together.
I'm sure you will still be thinking about it.
Yep. I still do. I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool to put all those pieces together, though.
Right. Right. I thought about that. It's like, why didn't I become a crime scene investigator? But then I'm like, my neighbor used to be one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's like,
Oh, the one that don't remember the night because of my drinks.
Don't talk about my neighbors like that. I mean, it's true, but don't talk about my neighbors. No, I'm just kidding.
No, the ones on the left.
Yes, as you face
She was or he was? She was in a vest. She was. Okay, cool.
Yes, I think she tries to stay as far away from that as possible.
That's how I am with accounting.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Right.
People are saying, ooh, what was 4 divided by? I'm like, no.
There's a calculator on your phone for a reason.
Yep.
That's like, people always want me to go back to the hospital and work in radiology. I'm like, no.
How about no?
The first time I left radiology, I missed it because I hadn't done it for very long. And when I left the last time to go work doing benefits, I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I miss the people. I don't miss the work. I don't miss the stress. I miss seeing cool stuff on x-ray, but I can Google that.
True.
Or as Ronnie says, I can gurgle it.
You can gurgle it.
I can gurgle it.
Thank you, Ronnie.
I can be like Wicked Breaks and look at all the broken bones I want.
I'm going to pass.
Sometimes the stories aren't good, though. Like, you have to hear the story.
You have to hear the story. Yeah, you look at the break, you're like, okay, that's boring. But
what
you hear
happened
the
to
story.
that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So I had one. I'm going to tell a story.
Okay.
So I had one. The guy came in and he caught his elbow on a fence and he broke his elbow. So for those that don't know, your elbow has, like, your radius has a hook on it and the end of your humerus has a little, like, loop. So your elbow joint, it's just, your elbow joint works like a hinge.
Okay.
Okay. So he broke that little hook piece off.
Ow.
But it just separated. It didn't, like, displace or move or anything like that. It just separated. And I was looking at his x-rays, and because I used to go to the OR and help orthopedics do cases and do x-rays for cases in the OR, I was looking at it, I was like, oh, dude, I bet you they're just going to stick a pin straight through here. They aren't even going to open your arm up. They're just going to drill a pin, make sure it's all tight together, put you in a brace, and let you go. That's exactly what they did. I was just like, yes,
You're like,
I know what I'm
"Called
talking
it."
about. I've seen broken thumbs. Did you know you could break your thumbnail? Well, the little bone that's under your thumbnail.
What?
Do you know that the bone at the end of your fingers looks like little scoops?
Okay,
She's
stop.
looking at me like I'm retarded. This what I find funny though is I find it totally fascinating. It's an x-ray. It's only a picture of an inside image, but you're still like,
Because it's in your body. It just, ugh. And especially when it's like split in 3 different places. And I'm just like, oh my God, no. Because I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm like feeling that pain or something.
Maybe.
I'm like,
You can imagine what it was like, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, okay. Nope.
You're like, that's enough. That's enough.
Had to make myself a note.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
If anybody wants to research podcasts or listen to new podcasts, if you're not a crime junkie already, you should become one. And there are multiples out there. The other one I like to listen to is Murder in America.
Huh.
It's another podcast.
Another true crime?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't just listen to learn stuff. The self-image ones too.
Oh, okay.
You know, you've got like Mel Robbins. I absolutely love her. Love her. And she's just kind of like us. Straight up just says it like it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's your own fucking fault, you know,
Yep.
kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And the newest one that I had found was Jamie Kern Lima. She was really good. Then, of course, you have like Tony Robbins and all them that are like,
Yeah.
you're amazing. And I'm just like, okay, tired of hearing it from you.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But yeah, those ones kind of are good other than the educational ones. So
Yeah, it was kind of funny last week when I was listening. The Crime Junkies episode I was listening to ended, and the next one that popped up. Oh, actually, it wasn't that one. I'm sorry. It wasn't Crime Junkies. I was listening to The Dating Detectives.
oh, okay.
And when that one ended, because I'm actually caught up on that one.
Oh, so it had
So when that one stopped,
Spotify or wherever you listen had
Then-
to find you a
yes,
new one.
the next one that came up, I was like, hey, that's a catchy tune. Oh, that's ours. It came up as the next one to listen to.
Nice. All right. On that note, I'm Ruby.
And I'm Shey.
Until another day.
Thank you for joining us for your new favorite podcast.
Woo!
We will see you next week. Make sure you like and follow at Cougar Drinks on all your favorite social media platforms, including our YouTube channel. We are so excited to build this community with you.
So excited.
And we hope you will become a member of our Cougar crew.
Drink happy.